Welcome to the Ultimate Swimmer Monday Motivation Show. I'm your host, Josh Davis, along with my awesome co-host, Noah, the genius Yanchulis. We've been out for a few weeks. We'll explain why later, but happy Memorial Day. Today is May 30th, 2022. The last Monday in May is, of course, Memorial Day. So Noah, happy Memorial Day to you.
Happy Memorial Day. I hope you enjoy your day off. I feel like we don't really get off days, but it's been a good day so far.
Yeah, we're swimmers, so we snuck in a quick practice this morning, thanks to you. And you actually coached the Masters at 5 a.m. and then coached our college group at 6:30. So, yeah. But then we were done by 8:30 and had the rest of the day off, which is good.
Yeah, it was a good day.
So, but Memorial Day was first celebrated this day, May 30th, back in 1868, and it was originally called Decoration Day, as they put decorations on all the graves of the Civil War soldiers from the North and South. And as the country was starting to heal and unify, this was the day they picked to honor all the soldiers who fought and died. But now it's just become to celebrate all the soldiers in all the services, in all the wars, who gave the ultimate sacrifice to keep our freedom. And so I just think it's a wonderful holiday where we can take time to remember all the stuff that allows us to enjoy our freedoms. And I love the flags. I love the, just taking time to be thankful. You know how we're all about the attitude of gratitude on this show and as being ultimate swimmers. So it's just another day. Every day should kind of be Memorial Day, as we have the attitude of gratitude for the folks who have been in the service.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of family members that have been through different parts of the service. And actually one of the Masters swimmers who's been swimming with the team is actually in the Air Force. And is his brother who's in the Marines. And so there's a lot of different things, a lot of different ways that we're connected with our service members. So it's good to just appreciate them and understand what they do for the country.
Yeah, my uncle was in the Marine. My other uncle was in the Navy. And my grandfather was an Army lawyer. And so, yeah, I'm proud of the folks in my family that have served. And, I'm wearing my Team USA shirt because I always was intrigued by going into the service just to kind of say you did it. And I just knew the intensity and camaraderie of it is very special. But since I was able to get on the USA team and travel the world, that was kind of my little way of representing red, white, and blue and representing our country. But I feel like I'm just a wannabe. The real heroes are the guys in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard who really go out and do the hard stuff, putting their life on the line. So I feel like in our own little way, we can make our team, our community, our teams better. But just want to recognize the guys out on the front lines doing the real hard stuff, the guys and ladies who do the real hard stuff. Now, you grew up near the Navy, right?
Yeah, I grew up near the Naval Academy. My house is, 15 minutes from there, and my club team trained at the Naval Academy every day. So I was exposed to that campus, and that I see the midshipmen walking around campus all the time, and just downtown Annapolis, and that energy and that vibe and the intensity that they bring. Like, even if you saw them on campus, they were always running somewhere with a backpack on, or doing pull-ups, or doing something where they're just trying to get better. So it was really cool to be a part of that. And a lot of people asked me as I was growing up, did I want to go into the Navy? And I never really put too much thought into it. But looking back, I wish I would have given it more of a consideration, because I think it's something that I really would have enjoyed and done well with. But no, it was great to grow up there, and that environment is really inspiring to be around.
You would have killed it in the Navy, man. But I think, are you too tall for the Air Force?
Yeah, I don't think I'd fit in the planes.
So I got to go to the Navy pool about 4 years ago. Coach Bill allowed me to partner with his swim camp one summer and just loved it. It was cool, funky pool, great campus. I got to stay in the dorms. It's one of the biggest dorms in the world.
Yeah.
No elevator, no air conditioning. You just feel tougher just being there. Stayed up on the 5th floor, had to climb the stairs every time. And I've trained in the Air Force pool, so I've been to that campus in Colorado Springs many times. So that's a pretty campus in Colorado. You got the Navy in Annapolis. I have yet to go to the Army in West Point, New York, but they say that those grounds are beautiful.
Yeah, I have a few Army connections as well. I remember my first swim coach ever was named Ellen Hayes, and she had a big Army connection, and so it's always like Army Navy. That's the big, rivalry. And so every summer, we just hear her incessantly talking about how great Army was and how how Navy would never win anything and all this stuff. So there's always that rivalry, which is really special. We have one of our Edmond kids that goes to Army. George Glover is there. He just finished his freshman year at Army, right?
Yeah, shout out to George. He survived his first year.
Yep.
And then one of the guys on our team, Elijah, his dad is an Army chaplain and went to West Point, and so they're just unbelievable. He's an unbelievable guy, chaplain, and of course Elijah, he's helps cheer on his dad in the Army, represents well, and then the Marines are based out of San Diego. And that's an elite group. And the elite of the elite, the Navy SEALs train there. And then also Top Gun is based out of the San Diego area.
Ah.
And of course, Top Gun, the movie, was released 36 years ago this weekend. I was in 8th grade when I was 13 years old. And me and my best buddy, Roger, we went and watched it. And we loved it. The music, the flying. I mean, there was like thousands of guys who signed up for the Navy and the Air Force because of that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, how many thousands recruits do they get from that movie? It's incredible. Now, Noah, have you seen Top Gun?
I have not seen it. It came out. It came out when I was -11, and I've never seen it.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I know. But you know what? A lot of my friends also hadn't seen it. So this one I felt good about not having seen, because I think it's like just out of our, even though it's an iconic film, I think it's just like out of my generation.
Well, I mean, 1986. It's been a while. But man, it was so fun to see that movie. And they say the new one is outstanding. So I'm real excited to go see it. I want to see it as soon as possible and support it the opening week,
Do you think I need to watch the old one before I see the new one?
Yes.
It matters.
Yes.
Okay.
I hear they sustain the second one is sustainable on its own, but I think for the full effect, you need to see the first one. You needed to see it in the movie theater. And for the full effect, you need to see it in the IMAX. It was filmed for IMAX.
Okay. I'll do it.
So if you want the full effect, and I don't know if you're a crier at movies like I am.
Not too much.
If you want the full emotional and, the vibrational effect of Top Gun, you got to see both.
All right. I will. Maybe. Probably not.
Now, another tradition on this Memorial Day is the Murph Challenge. And I've never done it, but it's 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, another mile run. And this is right up your alley, man.
Yeah, I did it. I did it last year, and I'm really annoyed that it slipped my schedule. It slipped my mind this year. But it's really, really hard, and it really is a good way to honor those who have served for us. Michael Murphy was a Navy SEAL who it's named after, but it's really, really difficult. And I mean, that's the real way to do it is, you do the full mile and then you do the 100 pull-ups and 200 push-ups. You do it all straight. But then they also have the version where you can break it all up and you do, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, 20 rounds or 10 rounds of 10, 20, and 30 or something like that. But however you break it up, it's very difficult. And the big time guys wear a 20-pound weight vest also when they do it.
Yeah. I'm definitely starting with the 20 round version.
Yeah.
5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, and whatever. You can do a 200-yard run, or you can do some kettlebell or something. Yeah. I got to do 20 rounds of that because I want to have good technique. I don't want to injure myself. But man, to say you did that is kind of cool. And the world record, this guy named Alec Blennis did it in 32 minutes, 41 seconds.
It's crazy. They have the video on YouTube, you can go look it up. It is super impressive. He kind of does the kipping pull-ups. I think like the CrossFit pull-ups. It doesn't matter.
He's touching his chest, but doing the kipping style.
And he has a 20-pound or 25-pound weight vest. So it's it doesn't matter how you do them. It's not easy. I think when I did it, I think the pull-ups took me 45 minutes. and then the rest of it combined took like 30 minutes. The pull-ups took me so long to do just because I'm so bad at them. By the end, I was just doing one, and then I would jump down, and then I would stop, and then I would do another one. It took me so long.
Wow. Well, anyway, if you want to just really strip away all the emotional, physical, and just get down to the spiritual of Memorial Day and the folks who sacrificed and made, really made the ultimate sacrifice, do the Murph Challenge. You feel like you're dying. So
yeah, we should plan for it next year. Get our weight vests ready and just train for it. We have 365 days.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely
next year on this podcast, it won't even be a podcast. It'll just be a video of me and you doing the entire Murph Challenge.
I'm still just doing the 20-round version.
All right. I'm going to go for the full one.
Okay. Well, it reminds us of the verse of the day, John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this. Greater love. There's no greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. And John chapter 15 in the book of John in the Bible is just an awesome, awesome chapter. Jesus has a ton of great nuggets and deep stuff in John chapter 15. It's one of those ones you want to have looping on your phone, on your YouVersion Bible app. And you just want to listen to John 15 over and over because it's just full of great stuff. And this awesome verse, John 15:13, greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for your friends. And all the people in the service who have, in the military, have laid down their life, we honor them and recognize them today. So thank you to all of you listening who have loved ones who've sacrificed and served as well. On a similar note, on a remembrance note, the reason we didn't record a show the last 3 weeks is we've been in mourning for one of our swimmer friends, a beautiful lady, 15-year-old girl named Texa Dawn Kite, Texa we call her, passed away 3 weeks ago. And we've just been in shock these last few weeks, trying to grieve, trying to, just survive and do the essentials that we need to do to get along with our life, because we're just missing Texa, and we're just very sad. We're just going through all those stages of grief, anger, guilt, sadness, more sadness, and so you and I got to be guest speakers at the funeral last week, and all the swimming community in our area in Oklahoma came together. It was a beautiful service and a really special time to see how many people she had touched, and to see how the swimming community really came together to honor her. So anyway, we just want to take a moment to just say, Texa, we love you, and we loved working with you, and we want to honor her parents, Jerry and Robin, and how beautiful they are and wonderful they are. But Noah, I know I got to give Texa lessons for 2 years, and you gave her lessons really mostly the last year, and she was just an incredible person.
Yeah, she really was. I mean, like you said, it's been a really kind of frustrating 3 weeks and sad 3 weeks, and but she was just a really beautiful soul, and I think everybody that met her really felt her light, and saw how good of a person she was, and saw how talented she was. And I think it was really nice at the service. Like you said, there was probably 150 swimmers there. I don't know, something like that. It was a huge service, and it was really nice to see the community come together for her. But it just when we were there and I was looking at all the swimmers there, it just reminds you how precious every moment is, and how being there for your friends and being there for the ones that are around you and that you care about really, really matters. Because just life is short, and sometimes it's shorter than it should be. But regardless, life is short, so you need to take every opportunity to make the most of the time you have with the people that you love and the people you care about. So I think Texa did that well, and she showed others how to lead their lives in a great way, and taught me a lot as well. Even though I was the one trying to teach her. And so she was just a great person. And like you said, we love her, and Robin and Jerry, we love you guys. And yeah, we both just miss Texa a whole lot, and we just go throughout our day, just 10 times out a day. We're like, we're supposed to see her today, but we're not, we miss her. And it's just tough, very tough. So, but she was such a hardworking, smart,
humble swimmer and really enjoyed doing lessons with us. And we loved seeing her progress. And that was one of the highlights of our week, was encouraging and working with her. So we've just been dealing with all those emotions that come with the death of a friend or family or loved one. So on this Memorial Day, we remember our friend Texa and the many ways she made her team and her family and her swimming world better. So I guess the takeaway is, whether we're in the good times or the really hard times, whether we're experiencing those wonderful zone moments or we're in a season of incredible loss, the one thing we can do is just remember and recognize how precious, like you said, and short life is. And you just got to treat people right and treat them well and develop your talents and maximize your opportunities. And so just be the best ultimate swimmer you can be, where you develop yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, and learn how to serve others and give back. That's all you can do in the end. So we love you, Texa, and Noah, thank you for doing a great job coaching her this last year.
Yep.
Well, that transitions us to the news of the month. And there was a lot of amazing things happen in the last 3 weeks in the swimming world. The main thing was we had 2 new world records, which not every day you get a world record, especially in light of all the world records from the tech suit area in 2009. But we're slowly, it's neat to see how the sport is still progressing. And Zach Subtlety-Cook, 2 Australians, they did it at the Australian World Trials. Zach Subtlety-Cook, his nickname is ZSC, 200-meter breast. First guy to break 206, he went 205.9. And I was processing this swim with Cody Miller a few days ago. And Cody was like, you know what? A lot of the world records by Adam Peaty were done with the high rate. But he did his world record with a long stroke, not super high rate. He just was grabbing a lot of water and was a fit sucker and came home. And what did he come home in, like 33 low or something crazy like that?
Yeah, it was a beautiful swim. Like when you watch it, I mean, when you watch most swimming, especially if you're not a swimmer, it kind of just looks like swimming. Like you don't know, you can't understand like how fast it really is. But his just looked so effortless. It was so beautiful. I'd love to see how he trains and what he does on a day-to-day in practice. Because I mean, the swim was perfect.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So go Google Zach world record 200 breast and just swim like him. And then what was crazy, Katie Ledecky's impossible, unbreakable 400 free record was broken by Ariarne Titmus from Australia. Arn, I guess her nickname is Arn. She nicked it by 6 100ths, but it was a beautiful swim. So I've watched it a few times just to kind of study her stroke pattern, her just the way she flows and the way she pulls and the way her body line is. And I mean, I didn't think anybody could top Katie's lines and Katie's angles and Katie's turnover, but Arn looked a little smoother and more relaxed than Katie did when she got that record. Yeah.
I mean, it seems so weird to think that Katie Ledecky had a record broken. Like when I was watching it and I watched it over and over again, I was like, this doesn't seem like it doesn't seem real, kind of, because Katie's been like the only thing that matters really in women's swimming for a while. And now obviously she's not, and Ariarne is like right there. And so they're going to be able to push each other. I think Katie's going to get fired up by this, but I think they're both going to just start ticking it down little by little now.
I think this is exactly what Katie needed to get some motivation and to get some fire in her belly. And but man, Arn is now the fastest mid-distance freestyle female in history. And so that's one to watch. So go study Titmus 400-meter free world record. Also, the last couple weeks was the incredible racing series called the Mare Nostrum series. It consists of 3 different cities in 2 weeks. They go to Monaco, Barcelona, Spain, and Cannes, France. These 3 beautiful cities. It's all long course. And I'm just jealous of everybody who goes and races at the Mare Nostrum, because I always wanted to go and check out these 3 beautiful cities. But some of our favorite swimmers are racing there. Michael Andrew and Lydia Jacoby are doing very well on this series. Michael Andrew, I think he's finaled in everything and gotten top 3 in a ton of races. And Lydia Jacoby, she won the 50 breast just a day or 2 ago, and that was kind of cool.
That's awesome. I think I saw Coleman on Swim Swim did an interview with Michael. I think he said he did 18 races in 2 days or something like that because he had prelims, finals, and then he had shootouts of the 50s and all this stuff. So I think he had 18 swims in 2 days, which is like nobody else in the world would do that. But that's really cool.
I mean, I've known since we've been buddies in 2014, Michael, Andrew, and I.
Yeah.
And I've known for 8 years now that he is one of the greatest racers in swimming history, because nobody, like all you think of all the greats, all the great legends, Anthony Irvin, Nathan Adrian, Caleb Dressel. Well, Michael Andrew does all 4 strokes, top 5 in the world in all the 50s, 50 fly, 50 back, 50 breast, 50 free. There's no one, not even Michael Phelps was top 5 in the world in all 4 strokes in a way that Michael Andrew is. Now, granted, they're 50s, but it's still very cool and very unique.
Yeah, but even in Michael's hundreds, outside the 100 free, which he hasn't quite figured out, but like his 100 fly long course, 100 breast, 100 back long course are all insane. I don't know if there's any. I mean, I'm sure the data's there. I'm sure I could have looked it up, but I don't think any other swimmers can do what he does. I don't think anybody can have that resume that he does, plus the 200 IM.
Yeah, no, he's in a special place with Phelps, Dressel, Leclos. There's only a handful of guys in history that can race that well in that across all 4 strokes and IM, and he just loves it. He just loves it. He's a great racer. So that's fun for him. I think this will set him up well for the Budapest World Championships, June 18th through the 23rd, where the Team USA is getting ready for in the next few weeks. So we'll be talking about that in a few weeks. So I think it's perfect for him to get ready for World Champs in Budapest with all this racing.
Absolutely. I think he'll be ready. And I just wanted to, this was a little bit of old news, but a good buddy of Michael Andrews is Hunter Armstrong, and he broke a world record in the 50 backstroke about a month ago now, 23.7, but he is going to go pro. So he's going to give up the last 2 years of his college eligibility, and he's going to go with his Ohio State coach to Cal, and he's going to train at Cal for the next, I don't know, however long he's going to swim for, and he's going to be a pro now. So he's no more college swimming for Hunter Armstrong. And he says, and most people say, he's not very good at yards because his turns are not very good. So long course is kind of where he needs to be. And I think he's going to do great out there.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Yeah. Well, I hope he gets some good sponsors so he can pay for those Berkeley prices. But but I know Dave Durden and his Ohio State coach who's transferring there is going to take great care of him. And gosh, he'll be pushed by it. Just a whole nother level of the guys at Berkeley. So, because the Ohio State guys are awesome too, but there is a pretty rich tradition at Berkeley that I think he'll level up and swim outdoors, swim more long course, get that California fresh air. I think it's going to be fun. We need to have him on the show and talk to him about it because he's a great guy. So that's huge. Yeah. So we're pumped that Hunter's a new world record holder for Team USA in the 50 back. I love that. Here's a fun story. Tokyo Olympian. She's our distance ace, Ashley Twitchell. She's an open water, awesome person. And the 10K, which that takes take about an hour? Anyway, hour and a half. But
I think longer than that.
Yeah. So she goes all out for over an hour and a half for the 10K. And then Ashley Twitchell's her name, and her husband, they had a baby boy, or she had the baby boy just a few days ago. And they named him Lachlan. I think it's a fun name.
Lachlan.
Good
name.
Yeah. So Ashley's 33. So she's been swimming for the USA team open water for, over 10 years. So this is really cool for her and her husband that they're starting their family now. Yeah. And here's a little bit of trivia. She came to one of my swim camps in 2005 when she was just 16. And she was very good in high school, but we never saw where she was going to take her open water and her distance swimming at that time. But she had a good stroke, and she just loved the tough stuff. And I remember getting to work with her back when she was in high school. And so congratulations to Ashley on being a mom.
That's awesome. I just looked up her 10K time. It's an hour and 52 minutes. So that's a long race. You got to be in really good shape for that.
Almost 2 hours nonstop pressing the gas. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's insane.
Well, congrats, Ashley. So she's an Olympian mom now. Very cool. another awesome Olympic female, one of my favorites of all time, Kelsey Dahlia, has retired. So Kelsey Worrell Dahlia has retired. She is one of the great butterflyers of all time. She kind of took over the mantle of Madam Butterfly from Dana Vollmer, basically in 2015 to 2019, and I think she's broken the world and American record over 10 times the last 8 years. And when she was, I think, the first female to go 49. She took it all the way down to like 49.4. 100 fly, that's crazy.
Yeah.
200 fly, I think she took it down to a 149, maybe faster. I can't remember now, but she's had records, a lot of records, short course meters, a lot of relay records. She's just been a real staple in the fly and the relays. She's been a real leader to Team USA, a real great encourager and stable force spiritually and emotionally for Team USA. So just an awesome career, and she's now transitioning to other things. But I just want to give a big thank you and way to go, Kelsey.
Yeah, congrats, Kelsey. Josh, I was going to ask you with this news, what do you think the hardest part about like retiring is as a swimmer? Because I'm sure she's not going to like actually stop swimming forever. I'm sure she'll like get in the pool next week. But what do you think like one of the hardest things about retiring is?
Well, the two words I mentioned earlier when you're in the armed services is the camaraderie and the intensity.
Yeah.
You when you're training for something bigger than yourself and you're tired and you feel like you accomplished something that day and you're part of a team and you're got these cool people, you're working together, there's this great bond and you travel together. And of course on Team USA, we're super spoiled with the free food and free massages and free gear and free flights. And it's a great quality of life.
Yeah.
And, but you obviously with that comes a ton of pressure to perform. So you got to, so it's not all roses, but it's really hard to equal that kind of camaraderie and intensity and purpose in the regular world. But what has really helped me transition is doing the clinics with the kids and racing the kids and teaching the kids and doing clinics with my Olympic friends. Yeah. And then obviously getting into coaching where I'm helping guide a team and guide the next generation. That creates a lot of purpose and meaning and satisfaction too, because I have all this swimming knowledge. So it's like breathing for us to share the swimming knowledge. And so hopefully she still does some clinics with us. She's one of our favorite females that does clinics, our nationwide tour of clinics, the Ultimate Swimmer camps and clinics. So I have a good feeling she'll still want to do those on some Saturdays and Sundays when her schedule allows. Yeah. But I think she might get into coaching. I think she might do more clinics for us. And I think that helps for a nice transition. That's good advice. Yeah. Cause I just thinking about it, obviously retiring or being done with college swimming for me is not the same as you or Kelsey retiring from Team USA. Cause it's just a different thing. And in my head, there's gotta be some tiny part of almost embarrassment that comes with the ego. I don't think embarrassment's the right word, but you know what I mean? Basically having to admit that you can't do it anymore in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes. No, it is. It is hard. And I didn't do it well. I still showed up at nationals for years and people would look at me why are you still here, man? Go get a life. And I still show up to meets and race sometimes. Yeah, but I know, but it's different though. But at the same time, that it's hard to cope with, I guess. It's a little humbling, and but she can hold her head high. She had a great career. Oh yeah, for sure. She broke a ton of records, and she's so well-rounded emotionally, spiritually. She's an ultimate swimmer. She gets it. When you're a winner in life, it's real easy to be a winner in the pool. And take the pool away, she's still a winner in life. She's got it. Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, but anyway, Bo Becker, one of our favorite spinners, he retired. Yeah, Bo. He was the kind of a secret Olympic hero. He had some good splits at the Olympics this past summer, which was awesome to see because he kind of retired and then came back and made the Olympic team, and then now he's retired again. Yeah. So he had a good little run there. Yeah, it's a great story. We got to have him on the show to tell the story because it's just beautiful Lezak called him up and said, "Hey, you want to swim again?" and that little year on ISL just kind of got him in shape for the trials, and he makes the Olympics and gets a medal.
It's amazing.
Got his gold. He was a waiter the year before, and then he was on the podium. It's crazy.
So cool.
It's fun. So he nailed it when he needed to.
Oh yeah.
Any other swimming news of the month?
I don't have any more that's super pressing. I just still am in shock that Ledecky's record is gone. But there's no other news. So we'll see. The Worlds is coming up, and so we'll be able to follow that and give updates on that.
Yeah. I think she's in a great place training at Florida with her great teammates like Bobby Fink and Caleb Dressel and Kieran Smith. So 2 years till Paris, just a few weeks till Budapest World Champs. But I think it's perfect little poker in the fire for her.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, well, finally, this end of May, beginning of June, school's out. And so now it's summer camp, swim camp time. And so I've been starting my swim clinic, swim camp tour. So it's really going to pick up in June. So that's the season for swim camps. I got to help out with the Central State Coaches and Swimmers Convention in Chicago. It's called Central States. And that's a big 2-day event with about 200 coaches and 100 swimmers. And Bria Larson and I had a blast working with those kids. And then this few days ago, I was just in Indiana helping run their swim camp with some awesome coaches for the ages 11 to 14. It's their age group development camp. And it was so fun. We had a blast at this beautiful college called Wabash College outside Indianapolis. Wabash College there's only 2 or 3 remaining all male colleges. And so, of course, campus was empty and we had the whole campus to ourselves. It was a beautiful campus. And so it was really cool there. I had a great time with them. I did some swim clinics in my hometown of San Antonio. And this weekend, I'm going to Bend, Oregon to work with 4-time Olympian Allison Schmidt. I can't wait to go to Bend, Oregon. And then I'm going to fly through the night because Cody Miller and I are going to teach in Dallas, Texas on Sunday, June 5th. And then Monday, June 6th, our 3rd year of the Oklahoma Ultimate Swimmer Camp with Coach Noah and Coach Josh. We're going to be running the 3-day camp for the kids there. We're sold out at 36 kids. So I really can't wait to see the kids and work with you next week at our week 1 of the Oklahoma Ultimate Swimmer Camp.
Oh yeah, it's the best. I'm excited to see all the kids, and I'm glad it's going to be a packed house.
Yeah, we have kids coming from all over the country. We have our friend Morgan from Florida, so can't wait to see Morgan. And we have our friends from Texas and some other states. So it's really going to be a fun group. So I'm excited. And since this one's sold out, if you want to come to the other one, week 2 will be June 20th through 23rd. Week 3 will be July 18th through 20th. And we've got some great weather going on in Oklahoma right now. The campers are going to love our brand new blocks, brand new lane lines. We got our Chick-fil-A right next to the pool, which is a camp favorite. Of course, our amazing sets and dry lands and lectures. These 30 lucky swimmers are going to have a blast. So if you want more information, just Google Oklahoma Ultimate Swim Camp, Josh Davis, Oklahoma Ultimate Swim Camp, Josh Davis, and all that camp information should come up. And if you'd like any of our amazing Olympians to come to your town and bring an Ultimate Swim Camp to your town, we've got Cody Miller, Nathan Adrian, Kelsey Dahlia, Allison Schmidt, Lydia Jacoby, Lily King, Annie Laser, Michael Andrew, Bobby Fink, Ryan Murphy, Caleb Dreskel, Erica Brown, yours truly. Holy cow. There must be like 50 Olympic medals in that group, like total. There's no other swim clinic tour in the world that offers this quality of Olympians and instructors and ambassadors. So email me, josh@joshdavis.com, josh@joshdavis.com, if you want some Olympians to come to your town. Noah, anything left?
I don't think so. I think you mentioned closing with the little audio clip from Jocko. I didn't know if you still wanted to do that or not.
Yeah, I want you guys to enjoy, once we sign off, enjoy this very cool clip from one of Noah and I's favorite motivational guys, Jocko Willink. And it's about a 5-minute piece on what Memorial Day means. And it's really moving and it's really powerful. So enjoy that 5 minutes of what Memorial Day means to us. And hopefully it'll mean something to you too. So on behalf of Noah Yanchulis, I'm Josh Davis. Happy Memorial Day, and we can't wait to see you around the pool soon. So until then, keep streamlining and keep smiling.
I am the fallen soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine. Remember me. I am the one that held the line. Sometimes I volunteered. Sometimes I went because I was told to go. But when the nation called, I answered. In order to serve, I left behind the family, friends, and freedom that so many take for granted. Over time, I used different weapons: a sword, a musket, a bayonet, a rifle, a machine gun. Often, I marched into battle on foot. Other times, I rode to battle on horseback or in wagons, sometimes on trains. Later, in tanks or jeeps or Humvees. In early wars, my ships were made of wood and powered by the wind. Later, they were made of steel and powered by diesel fuel or the atom. I even took to the air and mastered the sky in planes, helicopters, and jets. The machines of war evolved and changed with the times. But remember that it was always me, the warrior, that had to fight our nation's enemies. I fought at Lexington and Concord as our nation was born. I crossed the Delaware on Christmas Day in 1776. In the Civil War, I fought with my brothers and against my brothers at Gettysburg and Shiloh and Bull Run. I learned that we must never again divide. In World War I marched on the Marne and held the line at Belleau Wood. The war to end all wars, they called it. I just called it hell. In World War II, I fought everywhere. The beaches of Normandy, the Battle of the Bulge, the hell of Guadalcanal. I stood against tyranny and kept darkness from consuming the world. In Korea, I landed at Incheon and broke out of the Chosin Reservoir. They called it the Forgotten War, but I never forgot. In Vietnam, I fought in the Mekong Delta, at Khe Sanh and Hamburger Hill. Some say my country wavered, but I did not waver. Ever. In the recent past, I have fought in Iraq and Afghanistan, in Baghdad, Fallujah, and Ramadi, in Kunar, Helmand, and Kandahar. As technology advanced, I used night vision goggles and global positioning systems and drones and lasers and thermal optics. But it was still me, a human being, that did the work. It was me that patrolled up the mountains or across the desert or through the streets. It was me that suffered in merciless heat and bitter cold. It was me that went out night after night to confront our nation's enemies and confront evil face to face. It was me. Remember me. I was a warrior. But also remember that I was not only a warrior. Remember also that I was a son, a brother, a father. I was a daughter, a sister, a mother. I was a person, like you, a real person with hopes and dreams for the future. I wanted to have children. I wanted to see my son score a touchdown or shoot the winning basket. I wanted to walk my daughter down the aisle. I wanted to kiss my wife again. When I told her I would be with her until the end, I meant it. When I told my children I would always be there for them, I meant it. But I gave all that away. All of it. On that distant battlefield, amongst the fear and the fire and the bullets, or in the sky above enemy territory filled with flak, or on the unforgiving sea where we fought against the enemy and against the depths of the abyss. There, in those awful places, I held the line. I did not waver, and I did not hesitate. I, the soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine, I stood my ground and sacrificed my life, my future, my hopes, my dreams. I sacrificed everything for you. This Memorial Day, remember me. the fallen warrior. And remember me not for my sake, but for yours. Remember what I sacrificed so you can truly appreciate the incredible treasures you have. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. You have the joys of life, the joys that I gave up so that you can relish in them. A cool wind in the air, the gentle spring grass on your bare feet, the warm summer sun on your face, family, friends, and freedom. Never forget where it all came from. It came from sacrifice, the supreme sacrifice. Live a life that honors us, the fallen heroes. Remember us and make every day Memorial Day.